KO debate series. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Morning After Show. It's your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV. And I got the OG, the singing OG, KQKC with me. What's up, KQ? How you doing this morning?
Man, I'm doing fine, man. Even though we had an okay night of boxing, I'm still excited about this year. We still got 12 months to go. So, man, I'm all right. I'm all right this morning.
Yes, sir. And that's how you know it was bad. You said okay. That was a horrible call. That was a horrible call. We got like 3 fights to talk about, and like 2 of them is like 1 minute fights.
Yeah, man.
2 of them was 1 minute fights, and we got to talk about the rest. But I got a lot of hot topics in boxing for us to cover. But yeah, man, that was not a way to start off the new year. But next week we got Artur Beterbiev and Callum Smith card, so that should be a good card. Over there on ESPN Plus. So hopefully, we can get back right. That wasn't a good start to the year. We hope that's not a thing.
I know. I was excited. I was like, my first call of the year, right?
Your ass was done by 10 p.m. You started by 7. You was done by like 9:30.
Yeah, I know, man. Damn. And they weren't killing no time either. It was going right on.
Right. I like that part of it, but damn, like, could somebody go past the first half of the fight?
Right. You know, man.
You was like, he warming up, he fainting. Fight's over. Fight's over. You knocked him out. Wow. Play some music for y'all. The music you was playing was better than the fight,
man. And I'm gonna tell you, I think I'm gonna say I enjoyed one fight. I will say that. I mean, Papa was a Rolling Stone last night. I mean, Barroso, he did his thing, so.
And yeah, you enjoyed that fight.
Yeah,
for a minute and a half. For a minute and a half. You enjoyed that fight for a minute and a half. Good job.
Right. Yeah, I enjoyed that fight for a minute and a half, man.
Yeah, let me see who's up in here, man. And we'll get the show started for y'all. We got Crush the Legend in the building. We got Kevin Rice. What's up, Kevin? We got the homie Texas 16 South. We got my boy Teach in the building. Andrew Gray in the building. We got the channel member and homie to the channel Style in the building. Emmanuel Carter. And we got Style in the building. What's up? We got Vincent Williams in the building. What's happening? Shout out to my homie Emmanuel Carter with that 2-piece in the super chat. He ain't say nothing. He just dropping out that super chat. I appreciate that, Emmanuel. We got Robert Singleton in the building. We got Evan Houdini in the building. We got my homie Best Dad Ever. What's good with you? We got in the building boxing. We got my homie Ryzilla Jones in the building. What's good? We got Bella Faith. We got the homie Zulu Line. What's up with it? We got Tata 007, Prince Ajibola, and Andre Noble in the building. Y'all be sure to smash that like button. Donate to the channel. Hit that super chat. Hit that cash app for the hard work. At the very least, though, hit that like button because the like button is free. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about, even though boxing wasn't popping the way we would like for it to pop yesterday. First thing I want to talk about, OG, some details came from Calvin Ford's his arrest. That where they extradited him back to Las Vegas. Somebody's just trying to get some money about for Tank Davis, man. I don't know what this is about. So here's the police report. Apparently, Calvin Ford hired 2 men to drive his Cadillac Escalade from Baltimore to Las Vegas so he could have his car to ride around in while he was there for the fight. He wanted to pay him $2,000. They got there and the vehicle was scratched. So he was like, I'm only paying y'all $500. And the men, they argued back and forth. Them and Calvin Ford argued back and forth for a little bit. And Calvin Ford showed his shirt, showing that he had a gun. And he sent, and these are the men that are saying he said this. They simply said that he said, you don't have any problems and don't want any problems. Get out of here before I kill you. And that was the end of it.
Right.
That was the end of it. Why all of that? So you in Baltimore, and for that you get arrested, and then they in Baltimore, then they spend the money to take you all the way back to Las Vegas. What do you think of that? Now that we know some details around his arrest, man, what do you make of it?
You know, it's a money grab. That's all it is. Coach Kenny Ellis stated that they have witnesses. So that's going to be thrown out. Kenny Ellis said he pretty much sure that it will be thrown out. He's 90% sure or more that it will be thrown out because due to the witnesses and everything, it didn't go like that. They saying it did, but it didn't. No, it just was someone that's trying to get some money out of that whole team, and Calvin Ford. And Calvin Ford, he do work out there in Las Vegas. He worked with a couple people out there, and he goes back and forth. Yeah, that's all it was. That's all it was, a money grab, and and it's not going to turn out okay for them. But for Las Vegas to put out a all point, see, this is not a bench warrant. A bench warrant is just within the state of Vegas, Nevada. But they put out a all points bulletin for this. That's like all the country. And they came and picked him up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it took them all day to get him extradited, of course. You know that, and no bond. So now just waiting for the court, and then boom. I believe it turned out okay.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the building. David, Timothy, I see y'all, man. Thrill Hill, I see you. Yeah. Melvin Hill Podcast, I see you. Yeah, to me, man, like that's crazy. So if it's two people and it's one of me. It's me and two other men, and they together and they arguing with me, and I just basically tell them, look, bro, you don't want no problem. I'm not finna fight you. I just want y'all to know before this go any further, I'm armed, so leave me alone. I leave you alone. Y'all go on about your business, and then they go on about their business, and I get arrested. Like what would they prefer him to do? Throw a punch? I'm confused. So was he supposed to punch them? Was he supposed to just keep arguing with them until somebody broke them up? I don't get it, bro.
Right.
I don't understand that. Like that somebody, like you said, somebody is clearly trying to get some money from that man.
Mm-hmm.
They're clearly trying to get some money from that man. Whoever it is, like they didn't say that he hit him, he spit on him or nothing. They just said that he told them they didn't want no problems and he wanted to pay them less money because they scratched his car. Shit, you lucky he wanted to pay you at all. Exactly. You scratch up my shit, bringing my shit to me. I'm not paying you nothing. As a matter of fact, you gonna pay to get my car fixed.
Right. Now I understand what you're saying. Price boy 33. Yes, Kelvin is a felon, and
Yeah, that's true.
you're not allowed to have a firearm.
That's
Uh,
probably
you know,
it. Yeah.
right, as a felon. But you going over state line just for that? It got to be more to it than that. I mean, that ain't nothing but a ticket, really. Or a
Yeah.
day in jail. That's all. But I guess they want to go all the way and make an example out of them. You know, so. But the gun, look, man, I'm telling you, guns, they don't play around with guns, and especially when you're a felon.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah,
you got and I'm sure he know that now that's a good point, and that's something that he would have to he probably going that could hurt him. So hopefully, man, everything is okay. He get back to doing what he's doing, helping the youth of Baltimore, and
mhm,
being one of the best trainers in boxing, man. We'll continue to
right.
follow that story. I'll give y'all updates as I get them. We got Emmanuel Carter back in the building with a 5-piece in the super chat. He say, KO, the 20 million is real, but they moving in a different direction. I ain't like I said on my live stream Thursday. That $20 million shit between Devin Haney and Tank Davis, y'all not gonna get me to believe no shit like that. First of all, Saudi Arabia or anybody that got a $20 million offer for Javante Tank Davis, they not sending it to a third party first, bro. Like they
Right.
not finna take the $20 million they got and then send that shit to the zone, send that shit to Eddie Hearn, and then have Eddie Hearn offer Tank Davis in his direct messages, bro. That
Right.
shit's not happening. Like if you got an offer for Tank Davis, you sending it to him and you talking to his team first to make sure they cool with it and try to negotiate with them. You're not gonna try to negotiate with Tank Davis um through Eddie Hearn. And we all know it's Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia reaches out to fighters directly, but this is supposed to be the one time that they didn't reach out to a fighter directly. Sorry, bro. I'm not buying that shit. You can't sell that shit to me. You got to sell that shit to somebody else. OG, what you think of that super chat before we move on, man?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think so either. Because first of all, they want to talk to a third party. First of all, you go straight to the source. I mean, the team. Or promoter, and then you discuss it. That's how it always worked. I don't know how they do it over in Saudi Arabia, but they're gonna have to do it that way. I know that. What's up, Joseph Jackson?
That's how they got Deontay Wilder. Joseph say
Right.
prove it's fake, KO. Nah, tell them lying ass people to prove that it's real, bro. How
Mhm.
about that? Tell them to get their story straight and prove that it's real. Quit trying to tell me to disprove some shit that liars say. Just quit believing liars, bro, and you'll be okay. We got D1 Boxing in the super chat with a 2-piece. Says good morning, bro. And I see Bullet, Creole Traveler, Mike Mazik, Joseph Jackson, Andrew Gray. I see all boxing and barbecue. I see all y'all in the building. Oh, we got another one. We got David Tizane with the 2-piece. It say 7 on there, but it's 2-piece over here. That's why it's blue. Shout out to the
Okay.
homie David, man. Appreciate you tuning in from another country.
Yeah.
We got Emmanuel Carter back in the super chat with 10-piece. He didn't even say nothing. He just said, "Here goes some money." I appreciate that, bro. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Make sure y'all
So
hit that like button too, y'all.
yeah,
All right.
hit the like button. Here's something else too. Francis Ngannou versus Anthony Joshua. What you think of that, man? What you
You
think,
know,
think of that fight, man? They saying that fight done. They saying that's a done deal for like March or some shit, man. What you think of that?
well, someone asked me that last night when I called the fight. They said, "Well, KQ, are you gonna call that fight?" Cause see, I don't call those type of fights. Guys that's flipping over and want to be a boxer in one day, 1 week. But I think I will call that fight because Anthony Joshua is a fighter. Okay, in Nangu, if I'm saying the name right, uh, he might just turn out to be a formidable opponent. And he might give Anthony Joshua that work. But here we go again. We might have another hype train. Okay, yes, he can probably knock Fury down because Fury wasn't in shape or he wasn't in the best shape. But maybe he ain't that guy. But maybe everybody want to find out because he's big. He knocked Fury down, and now everybody just going crazy. But I got to see a little bit more of him. Now the fight, I'm okay with it. Okay, I would go ahead and call the fight. and but still in all, just don't count on him being the next champion of the heavyweight division. All right, that's
Yeah.
all I'm. That's all I'm saying, because I have to see some more. I can't see someone just stepping in, and now you the heavyweight champion. You haven't really fought as a fighter, as a boxer, and but a few months. So I gotta see a little bit more. You know,
Yeah.
I'm okay with the fight though. Yeah.
I'm not, man.
Nah.
How do I say this? Like,
Mm.
I just think it's too many heavyweight boxers that have worked their way up, that have been boxing their entire careers, to
Yeah.
watch this dude come in. He already got a shot against Tyson Fury with no professional boxing experience. Then in his second professional fight, he getting the Anthony Joshua fight. I don't, something just don't sit right with me. Like, what about, and I don't even like these fighters. Like, I'm not saying they will beat Anthony Joshua or they will beat Tyson Fury, but guys like Philip Hergovich, guys like fucking Joe Joyce, even though he lost, guys like Zhang Li Zhang that beat Joe Joyce twice. Like, what? How Ngannou getting shots before them?
Right.
Simply off the strength of they think he's a bigger name or some shit like that.
Exactly.
He
One.
ain't put he ain't put the work in that they put in, man.
Nope.
And so I say again, when people talk to me, Pearl Infinity, what's up? Everything I don't mean to keep throwing it in y'all's face in the chat or whatever, but when I talk about these belts and I talk about how they're watered down and how they don't matter, like, what's the point of a ranking system? What's the point of being somebody's mandatory? What's the point of working your way up? What's the point of that shit if it don't get you a shot, bro? if I can do everything right, become number one in the sanctioning body, get a little secondary belt to be your mandatory, I'm calling you out, I keep winning fights, and then some MMA fighter coming off a loss, mind you, like, now I feel like he might have got robbed, Francis. Like, I feel like you could say that maybe you thought he beat Tyson Fury, but still, at the end of the day, it's boxing. Dudes get robbed all the time. He's coming off of a loss, getting the Anthony Joshua fight, off of a loss. His only two professional fights are fights for millions and millions and millions of dollars against two of the biggest heavyweight names in boxing, bro. Like, that's his only two professional fight. He literally made more money in a fight against Tyson Fury than the guys that I mentioned made in their entire career, and he ain't put in no work in boxing. How would you feel if this was your professional field? I don't know what y'all do for a living in the chat, bro. I don't know what y'all do for a living in the chat. Say you did it 20 or 30 years or 15 years and you worked your way all the way up. And then somebody out of college with no experience get the job that they told you that you were supposed to get. And now they make more money than you. They might be your boss now. And all because they came from a whole nother profession and they just graduated college, and like, nah, bro, no, hell no. I don't like that shit, man. I think it sends a bad message. I think it's bad for the sport. Shit like this is why that little pink hair dude with the rainbows and shit from the MMA that's calling out Tank Davis. That's why shit like this scares me, because he'll end up fighting a big fight in boxing against somebody like Tank Davis before a more deserving opponent. Nah, bro, I'm not with this fight. I hate this
what? I agree with that. I will say, yeah. You know what? I do agree with that. I will change my opinion on that, because you're right. Because you work all your life. I don't care what sport it is, gymnastics or whatever. And boxing, you start when you're young, and then you work your way up into the Golden Gloves, and then next thing you know, you're in the Olympic, all that. Then you got someone that come in and then do something that to wow the crowd. And next thing you know, he getting that big fight, that
Yeah.
big payday, and here you are still stuck where you at. Same with, like you said, with a job, right? Now, you didn't go to college, but you worked your way up from high school all the way up. But here come this guy coming out of college, right? Don't know how nothing worked, but he got that degree, all right? and that pay him more already off the boat. And then, no. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're absolutely right. That kind of makes sense. And no, that ain't no. Come on now, because now that makes you say, okay, well, you want a box? Okay, well, you got anything you do special, right? Okay, then.
Oh, I'm
Come
6'6",
on.
255 pounds, and I'm strong. Okay, we'll sign you up to fight the best
Right.
fighter.
So yeah, I mean, come on. I mean,
Crazy.
I can see you can say, okay, exhibition, all right, or something to entertain the people,
Or
whatever.
work your way up. Work your way up like everybody else, bro.
Right, exactly.
Work your way up, because then you might be ready. You might be ready for that opportunity. But you about to getting 2 shots off the rip, bro. Deontay Wilder wanted the damn Anthony Joshua fight 7, 8, 9 years ago, bro.
Right.
He never got his shot at Klitschko. He never like guys like him, guys like Joe Joyce, guys like Philip Hergovich, shit, Jared Big Baby Anderson, Jalalov, Richard Torre, bro. It's so many people with so much more experience that have proven to be way better boxers that's getting skipped over by Ngannou. And I'm not even mad at Ngannou, because I'd make that decision too. If somebody told me I could do something never doing it before and I can get 10, 15 $1 million or some shit, 20 million, oh, I'm doing it, bro. So it's not him. It's just a problem in boxing that they need to fix. That shit that's not a good look. They're gonna keep coming over here, scalping money from deserving fighters and shit. That's he did it once, he about to do it twice. And then that leads to this, OG, and I'm gonna catch these super chats, and I'm gonna say this. David Tisdane with the 2 pieces again says, I got friends by KO, y'all. Andy stopped AJ in 2019. Okay. Then we got David back in the super chat with the 2-piece. Fury is more slick than AJ, and Francis called him Fury, not the Fury that showed up to fight Ngannou. The Fury that showed up to fight Ngannou looked like he had just been drinking and doing cocaine and eating food and then just rolled out of the bed and fought. Like, he didn't look like he trained at all for that fight. And then so that leads me to ask you this, OG, because people was like, Saudi Arabia, trillions of dollars. They got so much money. Look at the fights they putting on. Are we sure that they good for the sport of boxing? Are we so sure? Because they put on the Tyson Fury and Ngannou shit, and now here they come with the AJ and Ngannou shit. Are we sure that they are in this to build the sport of boxing and that they are good for boxing, or is they Sheik or Prince or whatever it is over there? Is he just like paying motherfuckers for his entertainment and shit? Just, I want to see this fight. I want to see this MMA fighter fight against this boxer for no reason. I don't give a damn. Pay them whatever they want. I got $1 trillion. Like, are we sure that they good for boxing? Like, are we sure?
The way I feel, they call him Your Excellency over there. All right, he's doing it for his entertainment for his country. And I don't think it's fair to us as fans and boxing fans that they take our fighters and take them all the way on the other side of the world, and we don't get a chance to be there in person to watch them fight. And then, of course, also, you don't have to sell the fight because they're going to pay you the money anyway because they got that oil money. So you don't have to sell the fight. That ain't going to be entertaining because you don't have to do anything but just get a plane and get over there and fight. So it's not good for boxing because you're not putting the work in like you used to, right? I mean, yeah, you training for your 9 or 10 weeks, but that is it. That is it. And then, of course, they're gonna match you up with somebody that you probably can beat or can't beat or maybe be close, whatever. I just don't like it. I don't like the atmosphere. I just don't like it. I mean, the money might be great, and people might jump on it because of the money, but I think that sport should stay where we at right today. That's what I think. I think that we should be able to see our fighters, should be able to go to the fights, and I think it's doing us a disservice. It's doing boxing a disservice. Boxing already got a lot of problems, and now you add into it now.
Last thing you need is all your American stars having to go over to Saudi Arabia to get paid, because it ain't like Saudi Arabia is putting on the fights and doing them and giving people money, and then the fight is still gonna be in America or some shit. They putting
Exactly.
on fights. You gotta take your ass over there. And guess who can't go? Your
Right.
fans.
Your
Your
fans.
fans cannot.
Your
Your
fans.
fans
Right.
cannot get over there. And guess what? The fight be starting at 10 a.m. over here in America.
Exactly. Exactly.
Motherfucker have
And
to
we
be up
got
at 10 a.m. to watch Deontay Wilder, and then the card be so long, man. That fight card was from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Bro, I don't have 8 hours to sit down and be
trust me,
watching
I
boxing
know.
all day.
Man,
God
trust
damn,
me,
what are y'all
man,
doing, bro?
I
Yeah, that
know.
shit crazy. That shit crazy.
And they're doing it for their country, and well, y'all might have to find something else to entertain y'all,
Yeah,
because that ain't fair. We have to sit and watch our favorite fighter. We can't pay our money and go to the fight and watch it. We have to sit there and watch it on an app or at home. I mean, that ain't fair.
that's why.
So
That's why. The PBC Premier Boxing Champions. That's why them getting with such a huge company like Amazon is a big deal, because Amazon has the type of money and the type of war chest that can rival that. It's $1 trillion company in its own right. So
right,
it can put a budget together, it can put money together to keep fighters over here in America. Like where you don't we shouldn't have to, like, bro, I have no interest in watching two of the top American boxing stars in boxing have to go to Saudi Arabia to get paid.
right,
I'm not trying to watch that shit, man. That ain't a good look at all. So I think fights like this are bad for boxing, and I think any promoter or any entity that's putting money in the sport of boxing purely for their entertainment and not to try to grow the sport, not to try to make money, not to try to have longevity, I think inevitably, number one, it'll fail. Number two, I think it's bad for the sport, because it just gonna get bored. Shit, they just gonna get bored. Be like, you know what? I find something else to entertain me, and then they just get out. And now
right,
everything you've been depending on, sending your fighters to Saudi Arabia and shit when they from the UK, sending your fighters over to Saudi Arabia when they from America, instead of building them in your country, building them up, in their towns and around their population group and ethnic group and shit like that. It's only gonna backfire inevitably. So I don't think it's this great thing for boxing, because I don't think they serious about boxing. I think it's like when they call a tiger over there to watch a tiger or watch an elephant and shit, like they treating that shit like a circus, man.
exactly,
They treating that shit
exactly.
just like a circus, man. So I'm not with that, bro. That's
Yeah,
that's a circus fight, bro. Like they giving
right,
you Ngannou and Fury, but they couldn't get you Fury versus Hergovich. You getting Ngannou and Anthony Joshua, but you ain't getting Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, even with a lot. So Deontay Wilder lost, right?
right.
Francis Ngannou lost, and Ngannou is the one that get the AJ fight.
Mm-hmm.
And Deontay lost, but he done knocked out like 39, 40 people. He done been a world champion before. He done fought valiantly before. He lost. He don't get the fight. Ngannou lost a sloppy, floppy, belly flop, big belly, tie belly Tyson Fury in one fight, and he got to fight AJ in his second fight. He get the shot, and Deontay Wilder don't. And that's good for boxing? No, bro.
Right.
Oh, hell no. Shout out to Jermaine 419 with the 5-piece in the super chat. He said, did Bill and Bernard get into it over the Ryan fight getting canceled? Them dudes is funny. And Bill gotta chill out on them cameras. He hurting.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What you think of
man.
that super chat? I didn't see that. What happened? Somebody tell me
Man,
what happened, OG.
man.
What's going
Well,
on, bro?
well, Bernard told, hey, look, meet me in the bathroom, dude. Right? Meet me in the
What?
bathroom. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, man. Dante Boxing Nation, he got that shot too. And a couple of more people got it. And of course, Bill Haney, he's getting really, really out there. He's getting very, very unprofessional. And he's like, man, I go anywhere for my son. Fuck, that's my son. Fuck my son. So Bernard Hopkins gave him one of them goddamn bumps, right? Everybody jumping in between, and Bill like, oh, that wasn't nothing, and so, man, that's how it ended, so, but Bernard was watching because Bill was walking up on him, So man, that's crazy though. But Bill is getting out of hand. He's getting really out of hand. And that was real unprofessional, and especially in front of the cameras, and I don't know, but we're gonna talk about it, man, because I think he blew that fight with Ryan. So
Hold on, I'm watching it. I'm listening to you.
okay,
I'm watching.
okay. Yeah, so yeah, but look, I don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna speak my mind, and everybody got an opinion, and I value everybody's opinion, and I like for y'all to value mine. And I think Bill Haney is doing too much now. I think he's getting a little bit carried away on the cameras and off the cameras. You're right. That's why I look at it. All right, you already sold your son. All right. So, but I know what it is. His son ain't got nobody else to fight that can make him some money. But Ryan's class Mohegan that can make him a big payday. That's what I think.
Oh, we gonna talk about the Ryan shit. I just watched that shit and
You
listen,
see it?
man. Yeah,
You see that? You
listen,
see
man.
that?
Yeah, listen. Protect.
Man,
Hey, I ain't got no problem. It looked like Bill Haney didn't back down from Bernard Hopkins. Bernard ain't back
right,
down from him until Bernard told him, "Let's go to the bathroom," and he act like he didn't hear Bernard say that. You heard what he said, but
right.
listen, Bill Haney can't. Nah, bro. That's not gonna go well for him.
No, 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 no.
that wouldn't go well for him. Like y'all talking about some Bill like that in real life. No, Bernard Hopkins is really like that, bro. That's
Oh
not.
yeah, Bernard Hopkins like that, y'all.
That's not.
For real.
That's not go. He didn't check the Bill. Didn't check nobody. He just talking in front of cameras or whatever. Cause when he
Right.
was told to meet up in the bathroom, he just kept talking shit, and which is smart. Which is
Hmm.
smart. But yeah, listen. The Ryan Bill Haney is upset, and he has every right to be. And I'm explaining y'all why he's upset later on in the show. Tupac, what's up? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. Hope all is well with you. We got the homie Jonathan Jackson with the 5-piece super chat. He said Bernard pushing and running. He's a hoe. He pushing and running. Hey man, I just know he did do that though. You ain't lying. He did push and then dipped off on
Yeah, he did.
security or
I
whatever.
know.
Yeah,
Right, right, right.
he did do
You see
that.
that?
But also when he said let's go to the bathroom, Bill wasn't trying to go to the bathroom, bro.
Yeah,
Like they could have had that shit playing, bro. But I know Bill is upset, and he should be because that's a big deal, man. Devin Haney's in
yeah,
a bad spot. We'll talk about it though. Philly
yeah.
Bull 91 in the building. What's up with it, homie? Listen, bro. So these fights, man. Talk to me about this grandpa. Oh, not talk Arnold Barboza. I want to talk about Arnold Barboza's performance against Devin Haney's former opponent, Jelani, whatever his name is. What'd you think of Arnold Barboza's performance last night, man?
Man, Barbosa did very well, right? He took his time. He did not rush it. He did start off to a slow start. Now he's from Ganyan, I believe, and I call him Jenny. For short. Well, he was throwing overhand rights. He was letting his hands go, but he wasn't accurate. He wasn't accurate as you saw the punch stats. He wasn't really accurate with his punches. He would let his hands go, but he wasn't accurate. And Barbosa saw him coming a mile away. So it wasn't real like fast hands or anything. But still in all, Barbosa still took his time. He kept walking him down and backing him up. Now Barbosa walking him down with his hands down. That shows you how much those punches wasn't landing and wasn't hurting. Then Barbosa started turning it up a little bit. All right. He started turning up a little bit, and then he started sitting down on his punches. Then once he started sitting down on his punches, then that's when the young man from Ghana, Jenny, he pretty much is trying to fight back. He was tip for tap on one while. He stood his ground. But then again, here come Barbosa. He did get a good shot in. He said, no, that wasn't nothing. That did not hurt. But yes, it was something, and it did hurt. But still in all, he stood right there and took it like a champ. He still took it like a champ, but still Barbosa still looked good. He still looked good, but I'm still kind of iffy about Barbosa Jr. because he got power, but he doesn't know when to use it, I guess. But it's like he was sitting down on it, but he couldn't get this guy out of there. Now, this guy wasn't really a big, heavy puncher. He was overthrowing the right hand. He was going downstairs to the stern, but still in all, I think Barbosa just didn't have the punching power to get him out of there. So he
Yeah,
got him against the ropes, and that's when he started attacking the body. That's when he started going downstairs, and that's when they stopped the fight. You know,
yeah.
and that's the problem I had with that fight. But Barbosa, and overall, if I had to give him a grade, I would give him a B minus. That's what I would give him.
Yeah, bro. So I thought about a B is right. I thought he performed well. He took some punches from Zolani that I would have liked him to be able to avoid, but he
Uh,
used some good angles, some good counter punching ability. He pieced Zolani up. And he's somebody that could be a player, top 10 to 15, 140 pounder. I think he's a good opponent for like a Richardson Hitchens. I would like to
uh,
see maybe Richardson Hitchens get a fight with him to continue to build his name up. But Zolani really is a 135 pounder. He fought like this is the level of opponent that Devin Haney fought when Devin Haney was still on Showbox. Like Devin Haney
yeah.
fought him a long time ago when he was still like a teenager or something. So that kind of tells you that Arnold Barboza, his career, I think he's like 30 now or something like that. Like his career been, it been kind of slow. Like for him to be fighting somebody that Devin Haney was fighting when he was a teenager,
Wow.
kind of shows you kind of where he's at. But I will prefer that he does get a shot because he's getting older and he boxed well. He did enough to get the stoppage and the corner threw in the towel. Not I don't think because Zolani was just hurt so bad. He was just taking a lot of shots. He couldn't get out the way of shit. Whatchamacallit, what up? He couldn't get out the way of shit, bro. Like he just started getting hit too easy. And when you get hit like that and you ain't got no shot to win the fight or come back and it's a few rounds left, I think they did. I think that was the only good. That was probably the best stoppage of the night. We'll get to Tony Weeks in a minute, but that was the best stoppage of the night. Now Arnold Barboza moves on. I did find it interesting that he was on the DAZN card though, on the Golden Boy card, because Arnold Barboza was with Top Rank, and he was in line to get like a Teofimo fight. He had been calling out Teofimo for a long time. When Teofimo was talking about he was going to retire. They were talking about Devin Haney versus Arnold Barboza, but now he's on the Golden Boy card, fighting on their undercard. So I'm just curious to see or know what happened with Arnold Barboza in Top Rank. But overall, good performance. He moves on to the next. And hopefully, he can get his shot soon. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Jonathan Jackson with a 5-piece. He said Bill was right behind him. Stop playing. Bill was on his bumper. Stop it, bro. Stop.
No, he wasn't.
Stop, bro. Stop it, bro. Please
Yeah.
stop. Please,
Yeah.
please, 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 please. Cut that shit out, man. The other fight, man, the Grandpa made me only break
Yeah.
even yesterday. I was on my way to winning a lot of money, and then Grandpa showed up. Grandma Ishmael Barroso pulled up,
Uh-huh.
and he stopped Ohara Davies in the first round. What did you think of that performance by the old grandpa, the old legend
You know,
Barroso?
you know, uh, uh, you'll be surprised. I was kind of happy for the man. All
Yeah,
right. No, I don't know if he's 40 or 60. I Last night I didn't care because
yeah,
see, the reason why I was kind of happy for him is because he got robbed his last fight. And that was unfair. Now, even though Rolly went up there and gave him a hug, whatever, that still don't change anything. We got to stop robbing these fighters, and I'm glad for him. He's a southpaw, and what he did was he kept working his jab. O'Hara Davies came out there with the stiff arm jab. You got to move it, but he came out there and he sit there and like he kind of measure him up. And Barroso, he still pumping out that jab, trying to measure to see how far he can go to land that left hand. But he didn't have to go far. He landed it straight, boom, right on the cheek of O'Hara Davies, and damn, there he go. He went right down on the canvas. Of course, he got right back up, just like Rolly did. But I think this was a little more harder. And like I say always, the last to go is your power. And Papa was a Rolling Stone last night because what he did was he got back up O'Hara Davis. Now, remember, Oscar De La Hoya He wanted Ohara Davies to win that fight last night so he can match him and Rolly Romero up for a unified for the belt. You know, for not the
Mhm.
belt, for the belt.
It was
For the
all
belt.
bad from Ryan Garcia to Barroso winning. It was all bad for
Yes,
Devin
it was.
Haney last
Yes,
night, bro. We're gonna
yes,
talk
it
about it,
was.
but that's bad.
Yes,
That's
it
bad.
was.
That was his one hope. That was his
Yeah,
one hope was for Ohara Davies to win. And so Oscar could try to push that fight. Now it's whew.
yeah.
Go ahead, OG.
No, it's just that and I know everybody that's a boxing fan that watched last night. I think I had about 1,000. But listen, we all got surprised last night. We all got surprised. Now, some people had it right, some people didn't. But some
Yeah.
people say, yeah, I think he will. Some people say he didn't. Because Ohara Davies, I don't know what happened to him, but he is a good fighter, average fighter, put it that way. Especially when he was in the UK, and I thought he would have beat Rolly if they would have fought. Matter of fact, I thought Rolly pretty much ran away from him, went on a medical leave, whatever you call it. But still, in all, I mean, Barroso, he was right there, and he put him right flat on his behind. Now, I don't know how many years he is, how old he is, but I didn't care last night. So I'm really happy for him because he got robbed. But watch out. He gonna cash in on this, Barroso. Now,
Yeah, he gonna try to for sure.
yeah.
He
Oh
gonna
yeah.
try to
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
most definitely. Most definitely because everybody, was really, really surprised.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah.
I mean, first of all, he like 40 going on 70. I do not believe he 40.
No, I doubt it. Yeah.
Second of all, I can't pick a 40-year-old person to win, but I gotta give him credit. He caught that boy with that left hand, and Ohara Davies forgot where he was at, bro. He forgot he was on planet Earth, and he did not know how to fight a southpaw. He caught him with a left hand early in that round. I'm like, oh shit. And Ohara Davies circling to his right into the man left hand. I'm like, bro,
That's what, yeah.
you out here, you just don't know how to fight a southpaw, bro. And the punch was slow. They did not put it in slow motion, but it looked like it was in slow motion. And he caught that boy and hurt that boy the first time. And from there, that shit was over with. And I am happy for him with it. Me giving some time to sleep on it because he did get robbed against Rolly, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He did get robbed against Rolly. So for him to have that moment, get that big victory, get that first round knockout, man, it's a big deal. But he's still old, he's still chinny, he still ain't got no defense, and he's still slow. He just when he fights somebody that's worth something, it's not good. I don't see him becoming like the next George Foreman, winning a championship at 40 years. Like I don't see that shit happening. It's just
Nah.
it's only a matter of time with him, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's only a matter of time. But salute to him for a great performance. Salute to him for keeping his career going and bouncing back out because a lot of people OG they could have folded their tent and went home after what happened to him with Rolly Romero, but he decided to stay in the pocket, keep fighting, and take another shot. And the WBA, the WBA know he got robbed because they put him in the title eliminator again. So
Yep.
he fought for the world championship against Rolly. Then they put him in the title eliminator against Ohara Davies because they know that man got robbed, bro.
Yes.
You know that man got robbed, and he from Venezuela, and that's where the WBA is stationed at. That's where their headquarters are. So Gilberto Mendoza, he gonna look out for his Venezuelan people. Shit, he did that. Remember, that's how Gabriel Mastery robbed Michael Fox. He from Venezuela too.
Yeah.
If you see from now on, if you see a Venezuelan on a fight card and it's sanctioned by the WBA, pay attention to that shit because that shit is kind of crazy. But yeah, that's all I thought, man. It's not really enough to break down because the fight was so short. But good straight left hand. Ohara Davies made the mistake of circling to the left hand, and then when Barroso got his ass hurt, he finished him. So it is what it is, bro. But that's all I got on that fight, man. You got any stories, anything you want to cover before we move on?
I just want to say something about the referees. Okay. I don't like how none of these referees, because I can't say Tony Weeks And I'm talking about these were at least 2 bad stoppages last night. And this is starting to be a habit. This is starting to be the habit. I don't know what they're looking at. Tony Weeks said he saw his eyes roll back. Okay, now I don't know what that means, but these referees gotta, maybe take some refreshment courses or something like that, because they don't know when to stop. Now, I was always told and taught that if a fighter is fighting back, then you must let that fighter continue. Now, and I took the referee exam, and thanks to Kenna Baylor. All right, but still, Tony Weeks, I don't know what you're doing. And not only Tony Weeks, we had another referee last night. Now, I can't remember the last time he ever called a fight. I haven't seen him in I don't know how long. But still, he was there last night. He made a bad call too. So I mean, yeah, I know Ken Baylor retired. And this is 2 referees I think retired this week. I'm not for sure, but
Yeah.
still, these referees got to take a refresher course. Not only do referees, the judges do too. Matter of fact, you need new judges, maybe younger judges. But these referees are making big mistakes.
Yeah, man, you right. You talking about Tony Weeks? Go ahead. Since you talking about it was a bad stoppage, everybody know he was the one that did the Vergil Ortiz, Ortiz fight. So go ahead and talk about the fight and keep cooking on Tony Weeks, because we'll get to this Ryan and Devin shit as the main topic of the show. But yeah, man, Vergil Ortiz, Tony Weeks, you right. Keep going, but for those of y'all, in case you don't know, because it's 207 people in here. Matter of fact, before OG keep going, let me see what these likes looking like. Oh yeah, y'all gotta hit the like button, man. Get the likes up, please. Get the likes up. But but go ahead, OG. The Vergil Ortiz fight, Tony Weeks. Bring us home on that fight card, man. Let us know. You already let us know you thought the stoppage was horrible, man. But at least Vergil looked good for another minute and a half while he was out there. He looked good for a minute and a half, man. That's all he got. Go ahead, man.
Exactly. I mean, that was the shortest fight call, and and I don't mean to make this about me, but I really was excited about my first call of the year, right? And no, they really blew me out the water, right? I'm a grown ass man. I was sad, like I don't know what, right? I really was. I was. I really was, man. That damn 20 weeks made me mad.
Yo, I know it. Hey, this why he mad. Yeah, this what OG don't tell y'all, right? So he got stuff he got to do for the family early in the day. Then when he get that done, he know he calling the fight, so he go get him some food, get him some wine that he gonna drink, and he set everything to the side. He get all set up. He get ready to call the fight. Get his food ready so he can have his food together and shit. He spent his whole Saturday getting ready to call the fight. Like that's what he do. Every single Saturday that you see him calling fights, he get ready. He make sure he ain't don't nobody call me. He get all his errands out the way. If he got to cut the yard, he get that shit out the way. He get his food. He get all that shit out the way. And then that's what he ended up having to call after spending the whole day. You spend more time running errands than watching fights.
Right. And I was really excited about it, right? Because I said, okay, we're getting ready for the main event. It's Vergil time, I'm like, it's Vergil time, right? And man, then get out there, and Vergil, he doing what he does. And he did look good. Looked good. He's in shape. He looked like he's had a great training camp and everything. He came in at 156, and Lawson came in at 154 or 153, 154. Yeah. So, but still in all, he worked the body. Lawson came right back, working the body too. I mean, tip for tap. They working their stick. They working their jab. They going up, going down. And Vergil was doing the same thing, but he was bagging up Lawson. Okay, Lawson bagging up. Okay, putting the pressure on Lawson. Then Lawson bagged up against the ropes. Then, of course, once you get against the ropes, here comes Vergil Ortiz, working the body, working the left, right liver, and also working the stern. All right, and then he starts sitting down on the punches, and then going to the head, going to the equilibrium. But Lawson, he was covering up. Then next thing I know, Tony Weeks steps in and cover him up. And now that's the fight. That's the fight.
Yeah, that
You
shit
know,
was bad.
and, and they asked Tony Weeks, many people think that was a premature stoppage.
What
Well,
did he say?
he said he saw his eyes roll back in his head. Is that a criteria? I mean,
You know
he
what?
just
Karma Serene came in the building. I read her comment before saluting her and everybody else that came in the building. She said Tony Weeks still traumatized because he was the referee in that David Morrell Idos fight. When he put Idos in the hospital, she said his ass still traumatized. So anytime somebody get hurt, his ass stopping that bitch, man.
Yeah, adios. Yeah, when David Morrell put adios in the hospital.
Yeah, when he put his ass in the hospital, put his ass in the coma and shit, man. Damn. That's tough, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. These referees have to understand that this is the sport of boxing. This is a combat sport. Right? Now, fighters going to get hit.
Yeah.
Fighters going to get hit. Fighters going to bleed. But still, Lawson was still in the fight. He was still in the fight. He was still in his right mind. And matter of fact, he was really pissed off after the fight, and I would have been too. But still in all, Tony Weeks gonna have to get his shit together, or they're gonna have to start taking refresher courses or something. Because that fight was, and Vergil, he didn't look so happy.
Yeah, he like, come on, bro. Like, Emmanuel Pettigrew, what up? Like, come on, unseen boxing, what up? He like, come on, bro. Like, you right, bro. Vergil, number one, he looked like Vergil. He looked fast. He looked strong. He wobbled him with a jab. So his power is, some people just got power, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he just naturally, whatever he throw, it can hurt you. So he looked good in the 2 minutes that we got to see him fight, right?
Right.
But we find ourselves again, and I put it in your chat, and you agree with me. We find ourselves again. We got this young phenom that's 20-0 with 20 knockouts, 100% KO percentage, one of the best prospect resumes in boxing when you look at who he's beat so far. And instead of spending most of our time talking about him, I got to put my focus on Tony Weeks. And I got to tell y'all, I see the people in the comments. I saw the homie Rodzilla Jones saying better safe than sorry, all that stuff. At the end of the day, bro, like, it's boxing. And you got to give fighters an opportunity to, like, really be hurt. Now, we don't want nobody in the hospital. You obviously don't want nobody to lose their life in the ring. But can we watch? Can somebody get knocked down one time? Like, can he get knocked down one time? Or did his hands leave his high guard? Like, no, he was in his high guard. He was against the ropes trying to block shots or whatever. Let him fight. Let him fight, bro. Like, what if you give him that opportunity and he catch something off the high guard and swing back with an overhand right and it changed the fight or some shit like that? Like, I'm not like we getting soft is what I'm saying, bro. Boxing is getting very, very, very soft. I understand it's not the bare knuckle days. They don't go 15 rounds anymore. We got a doctor on the side now. You got the ref right there. Like, can he get knocked down one time? Like one time? Can I? And then where's the awareness? He got knocked out like 2 minutes and 35 seconds into the round, right? It's only like 25, 30 seconds left in the round. Can you let the fight go to round one and then see if he recover and see what round two look like?
Exactly.
Because and then like, where's your awareness? Like, Vergil is one of the best finishers in boxing. He's one of the few fighters with 100% knockout ratio. So it's 25 seconds left in the fight. If he don't belong in there with Vergil gonna get him out of there. Vergil gonna let you know, okay, yeah, it's time to stop the fight. But we stopping fights the first time people get hurt now.
Right.
Like, and the reason it's dangerous, OG, is because if they continue to stop fights like that, if everybody does what Tony Weeks does and it doesn't get called out, then you never get to see a comeback. You never get to see a fighter get hurt and bounce back. You never see a fighter overcome any adversity. And you'll see, what if, bro, whoever you a fan of, right? What if Tony Weeks is the referee for Devin Haney Tank Davis fight? And Devin Haney is outboxing the shit out of Tank Davis. and Tank hurt his ass one time, and Tony Weeks jump in and stop the fight. We cool with that?
Man, no.
We okay with that? Like
That's just like Diego Corrales and Castillo. All right, you see how that fight went, right? Man,
yeah.
I
And
mean,
it ended up getting Diego the Floyd Mayweather fight.
Yep. You know, Tony Weeks would have stopped that soon.
Come on, man. We lose moments. We lose moments when they do stupid shit like this, and it's like an NFL kicker, bro. Like you got one job, make the field goal. A boxing referee got one job: don't fuck up the fight.
Right.
Do not mess up the fight, bro. You messed up the fight. You ruined, like, and then you got to be aware, like, all right, bro, look, they just had a round one stoppage. This the main event of the night. This the last fight of the night. I'm going to give this motherfucker every opportunity to try to recover, at least in round one. At least in round one, let him try to recover. If it was like round 9 and he been hurt like 4-5 times, and then now Vergil got doing him so bad where he hurting him with a jab and shit. Okay, cool, no problem. But round 1, nah, that was horrible. That was absolutely horrible, OG.
Okay, let me ask you this, cause I couldn't, cause when you call, I can't turn it up right when I'm calling fights. So, the Barbosa fight, why the doctor and the referee kept trying to get that young man to quit? Was he hurt or was he delirious or what? Or delusional or what?
It's soft. They saw him taking a lot of punishment, and then if you the doctor, if you the ref, you don't want to be the one that's getting people sent to the hospital.
Okay, there you go. Oh, okay.
You don't want that on your conscience. You want to be the one to the fight. Is that me or him? Okay, shit. Hold on. Let me fix this shit. All right. How about now? Am I good now?
Yeah, you good.
Am I good now? Mic check.
Yes, sir. You good?
Am I good?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yes, sir.
So I think it's because you don't want to be the ref. You don't want to be the ref. You don't want to be the ref to stop a fight too late. And so as a result, what referees look like they're deciding to do, OG, is like, I'm gonna stop it too early because I can handle the criticism for stopping it too early versus handling the criticism if somebody get hurt badly or severely injured or worse, and I stopped it too late. So what's happening is they stopping all these fights early at the first sign of trouble, especially like if you a doctor, you damn sure want to be checking on them because doctors they save people for a living. They take care of people, so it's against their nature to just watch somebody getting hurt over and over and over again. They're gonna be like, "You sure? You okay? Right. You okay? You want to go to the hospital? You okay?" So I think it's a lot of that, and then his corner and shit probably like shit. You already got your money. He beating on your ass. Like, let's go ahead and go home. Let's go ahead and go home, dog. But I mean, you gotta let fighters fight. You know what I mean?
And he wanted to fight. That's the thing.
And I grew up watching boxing in the 90s and shit. Like, this shit different to me. Like, I don't understand this. This is a whole new ball game. Dudes can't even. That's the basic. That's basic survival instinct. Floyd Mayweather get hurt. What do? He go over to the corner, use the ropes to hold him up. Use his high guard and shit till he can get his wit. Like that's what you do. Like the dude in the Vergil fight did what you do when you get hurt. Look, when you get hurt, if you can't hold, you find a corner somewhere, you find the ropes, you lean against the ropes so you don't have to use your legs as much, and then you just try to block as much shots as you can until you can find your wits about you. He was doing what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
Against somebody like Vergil that you know is gonna make it hard to clinch. You're going to open yourself up and he's going to be punching like crazy in the clinch. You just sit there and you try to ride with the shots. You try to you get your guard real tight. He did exactly what you're supposed to do when you get hurt.
Exactly.
And they still stop the fight.
Yeah.
And they still stop the fight. Like, nah, bro, I'm not with that. I'm not with that at all. So that's all I got on it, man. Like I think it's bad for the sport. I think they need to get these referees in a goddamn class somewhere again. Maybe they need to take refresher courses. I've never tried to be a ref, OG, but it looked like Tony Weeks last time refreshing up on being a ref and how to behave and shit. Looked like that shit had to be like 20, 30 years ago, bro.
Of
Look,
course.
it
Yeah.
looked like it had to be 20, 30 years ago. He needed a refresher or he needed to get the hell up out of here, man. Because
Yeah.
that shit was horrible. Like, and to your point, that's why the young man was so upset. Like, what else do you want me to show you that I'm okay?
Right.
I'm protecting myself at all times, like y'all say. I was smart enough to get my ass out the middle of the ring. I'm showing I got my brain because I'm in here with a power puncher, and I'm not stupid enough to try to throw power shots back at him while I'm hurt. And I'm in my guard. What
Right.
you want me to do?
Yeah.
I'm making sure that he can only throw shots off my body because I'm blocking my face because that's where he just hurt me.
Man.
And it's only 20 seconds left in the round. Like, come on,
Man.
bro.
Right.
Come on, that's horrible, man. We got
This is
Roberto
bad.
and Lockefeller in the building. What's up, fellas? Picasso, what's up, homie? Picasso in the building. What's up, man? So,
Man.
you got anything else on that, man? Because I'm finna get into this Ryan Garcia shit for the last.
Okay. No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
so Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney were in negotiations, man. And yesterday, Ryan Garcia dropped a bomb on the boxing world and let everybody know he ain't fucking with Devin no more. He trying to get the Rolly fight. Here's what he had to say. He says, I've notified my team I'm going a different route. My intent now is to fight Rolando Romero. I pray my team backs me on this decision. Oscar, make this fight happen. That's the move. Bigger fight, bigger business. Hashtag Garcia Romero. After what happens to Rollies, the dead fight will be there and even bigger. Everyone critiquing now will end up seeing it was a better move. Plus, he can go fight Richardson Hitchens. Go do your 30,000 pay-per-view buys. I don't need you, Devin. You need me. Devin responds, said, don't ever mention my name, pussy boy. And then Ryan responds to him. He says, you'll be back. Hashtag 30,000 pay-per-view buys. And then he called him a female body part as well. What do you think of this, man? Ryan Garcia ducking Devin. So don't talk about Devin yet, because I'm gonna ask you what it means for Devin and kind of what his options are now. But just strictly Ryan Garcia, what do you think of this move by him, man?
Well, I think, and now I don't know if this true or not. I don't know if Floyd talking to Ryan or not. I don't know. But Ryan always been his own guy, own man. Ryan is stubborn. Okay? That's why he went through 3 trainers. I mean, he just like to do things his way. But, Ryan's thinking about the bigger picture. Ryan is learning the system. Ryan is learning how to make big fights. Now, you can say what you want about Rolly. You can say what you want about his talent. But he got something that a lot of fighters don't have. And that he got that gift for gab. And he can sell a fight at a press conference. Now, we all remember how Tank was and him. We all remember how he had the fur coat on in the summertime and, everything, everybody laughing. I mean, it was
100
just,
degrees out there, bitch. You got on smoke? Like,
right. And so, so when Ryan, when he talks about you be back, I'm trying not to talk about them, but Ryan ain't dumb. Okay. Ryan ain't dumb. Okay. So Ryan gonna do is he might circle back. He gonna circle back probably. But in the meantime, Devin and okay, I'll hold off on that. Okay, but in the meantime, he still will be still making good money. Cause that fight, I'm gonna tell you, Rolly and Ryan, I guarantee everybody in here today, they will do better pay-per-views than Regis Prograis fight.
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
guarantee that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true for sure. Shit, they'll probably do better. They'll probably do better than Devin and Loma. They'll do more than that too.
So I mean, I'm just being honest, y'all. All right, I'm just being honest. I mean, some people, got that, and some people don't got that, So I'm just trying to be honest. And no matter what, cause see, some people just like to see Look at Rolly. Look at Rolly. Right? Rolly. I mean, Rolly is Rolly, right? But Rolly's strong. Rolly, he might surprise you with some things. But he can sell. He can sell just being who he is. So that's how I look at it. I think Ryan made a good move, and he know that what him and Rolly can do together, because Tank did it with both of them. So man, watch what happens. You'll
I
see.
got you.
Yeah.
Listen, man, it's definitely a duck to me on Ryan's part. Number one, Ryan pissed me off.
Wait. I said it wasn't a duck.
No,
No,
no, I know. I'm just telling. I think it's a duck, and it's smart, but it's still a duck. Like everything you said about it being smart is true, because the smart side of it is Rolly's a way fucking easier fight. You and Rolly would go on pay-per-view too, and you could still become a world champion fighting Rolly Romero. Devin Haney is a one-way ticket to you getting your ass outboxed. So that's smart, you know what I mean? Like, but you ducking like a motherfucker, because you got in between. You got in between. Like Devin and Tank was getting popping. OG, they were going back and forth every day. They were talking about each other, mamas, daddies, cousins. I'm gonna do this to you. I'm gonna do that to you. Call Al. $20 million. They was going at it, and then here come Ryan Garcia. I have told my team to negotiate with Devin Haney. Wasn't nobody even thinking about you, bro. Wasn't nobody thinking about you. And I don't even know why I'm surprised, because he did this shit to Tank when he tried to act like he was fighting Manny Pacquiao when they was negotiating the first time. Ryan looked like Ryan must be the type of dude to, like, he got to duck you, pull out of negotiations, and then come back. And then he'll fight you. He don't never fight you the first time when it's a big fight, is what it looks like. But yeah, bro, it's just bad when you starting to get an MO for this. Like, your MO is starting to be, you start to negotiate a fight, and then you pull out this motherfucker, man.
Right.
You pull out of it and then try to go another way. Like, if that was the case, bro, you should have never called out Devin in the first place and got in between what everybody in this chat wanted to see anyway. Like, you put yourself in between some shit only to end up ducking anyway. So that shit is bad. And you said you don't know about Floyd? OG, this is Floyd Mayweather written all. Listen, this ass is promoting Ryan Garcia, and Oscar De La Hoya don't even know it.
Yep.
He's promoting the shit out of Ryan Garcia right now, and Oscar De La Hoya too stupid to know it. Because remember, Ryan and Floyd met like 2 days before Ryan did this shit. And I could see Floyd right now say, Ryan, look, bro, look. I know you talking about some Devin and shit right now, but look, bro, I ain't gonna tell Rolly this because he my fighter, but Rolly a way easier fight, bro. Rolly a way easier fight, Ryan. You know what I'm saying? And my name will be attached to it. You know what I'm saying? You fight Devin, my name ain't attached to it. And you already saw when you put my name to something and you put Oscar De La Hoya on the other side, you saw what you and Tank did, bro. Listen, I'm going to get Rolly to bring pinatas. I'm going to make sure he talk crazy. I'm going to make sure that Rolly sell the shit out this fight. And then I'm going to make sure he push you and shit. And then you can try to push him off the stage like Tank did. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Man, you crazy if you think Floyd. You crazy in the motherfucker if you think Floyd Mayweather ain't got his hand all over this shit, man. He trying to get himself a bag, bro. He is trying to get money. This is all Floyd. And Oscar De La Hoya sitting up there with his stupid ass talking about, yeah, Floyd and Ryan, they don't have a business relationship. I don't even think Floyd promotes anymore. So I just know he's mentoring Ryan. Yeah, he's mentoring Ryan to get some money from Ryan. He's mentoring the shit out of Ryan to try to get that bag and shit. Right. Like he ain't trying. Devin's not his fighter, bro. He is trying to get his fighter, Rolly Romero, and get himself some M's, bro. So Floyd got his hands all over this, but at the end of the day, Ryan ducking his ass off, boy. This is an all-time duck. Like, we do the debate series and shit, OG. What Ryan just did is like somebody calling me out, telling me they coming to the show tomorrow, and then don't show up. He called Devin out. He told his team to reach out to Devin, and then they negotiating and shit, and he like, nah, never mind, I'm good. Yeah, bro. That's
Ryan.
That's all bad. That's all bad on his, bro.
Yeah. Cause you know what, Ryan. Ryan, this ain't no surprise. Ryan making a habit of this, and you know what? This gonna hurt him also in the long run.
Yeah.
Because you can't sit there and play with people and play with business, lawyers, get negotiations, and then say, you know what, that's okay. I think I want to fight him. You can't do that. You
Yeah.
cannot do that.
Yeah,
And,
that's
and
crazy.
he gonna get some backlash. Now, how much I don't know. All right, but still, I mean, and yes, I mean, yeah, I mean, they will do better pay-per-view numbers than Ryan did, but still, and all, you can't be doing this, Ryan. You can't be doing this, Ryan. You cannot do this. You're gonna fight that guy. Go ahead and fight. Then I think when he got I think when he got that win, over Duarte, I think he got the big head, kind of. That's what I think. You know. So, but yeah, you can't do that, man. And that is
Yeah.
definitely a duck. That's definitely a duck. All
All
right.
right. So
Yeah.
the Devin Haney side of this shit, man. Like, where does this put him? Like, what position does this put him in? Because I think it's a horrible position. I'll explain myself in a second. But
Okay.
what is Devin like? Where now that shit's gone? What's up with him? What can he do? What are his
Okay.
options?
Okay. First of all, shout out to T-Bone Boxing in the Cash App.
Oh
All
yeah,
right, I
salute
appreciate you,
T-Bone.
brother. Yes, sir. All right. Now, I mean, Zulu Line. I'm sorry, Zulu Line. All right, my fault. Zulu Line in the Cash App.
Oh yeah,
Listen.
shout out Zulu. He hit me too. Shout out Zulu, man. Appreciate you with that 5 piece in the cash app, man. He say all the bigger fights are without Devin. Damn. Damn.
Yes.
All right,
Now,
go ahead, OG. Cook on.
okay. Now with Devin, they're gonna put him in a position where Sandu Martin, okay, because that is his mandatory. That's his mandatory. So that means that okay, he got an option there. Now, he gonna stay away from Matissa, because that's a big puncher. He might be slow, but he gonna keep coming, coming, and coming till he gets you. So that put him at a disadvantage because I hate to say this, but it's no one bigger than Ryan right now that can do good numbers as far as pay-per-views. You got T.O. right now. He's out there. So now Devin is kind of like, man, he's facing some tough competition out there now. There's no one really, and I say this with respect, but there's no more easy fights out there. There's no more 35-year-old uh, uh, um, Regis Progrades. All right, there's no more of that. Okay, it's T.O. very athletic, can punch. I mean, Matissa, he can walk through brick walls. He look like, and he can throw bricks too. So it's 140 is stacked right now. But like Ryan say, maybe he can fight Richard Hitson. All right, maybe that can happen. But still, that put him at a disadvantage. So. But we'll see. We'll see. And like I said, I know all I care about is the boxing part. But Ryan can't keep doing this. Ryan can't keep doing this. But right now, I just got to see what next move Devin's going to make now. Cause now Devin he's free now, and Sandu Martin might just go head on and they make that fight. And of
Mm-hmm.
course, that fight, Sandu Martin already stepped aside once, almost stepped aside twice. So man, watch out. So that's the position he's in right now. And he put him in a position where he's gonna have to fight his mandatory. So
Here's the problem for Devin the Dream Haney, and for his fans. First of all, for the
mm,
people that keep saying Subriel Matias, I have to
mm,
keep reminding y'all. I have to keep reminding you. Subriel Matias fights on the PBC platform. That fight
right.
is not happening, bro. It's not. He's not getting Subriel Matias, bro. It's not gonna happen. Okay, so that's that part of it. The only person that he will get from a PBC is Tank Davis first. You're not skipping the cash cow to fight someone that is fighting under the PBC promotion. He is not a free agent, thank Father. He fights on the PBC platform, bro. Watch what his next fight is and then come back. So there's that. That fight will not be available to him. The other thing with this Sandor Martin is his mandatory. But when you are in Devin Haney's position, the last thing you want to do is go back on free TV. That's the last thing you want to do. You do not want to have the death grip, the death blow of going to free TV after being on pay-per-view. You don't want to do it because it is going to hurt you in the negotiation room. It is going to fuck up your market value moving forward. Y'all think people are lowballing him or trying to treat him bad in negotiations or not giving him opportunities. If he go to free TV, then it is going to be all bad, bro. Drink more water. What up? It's going to be all bad for him moving forward, trying to get big fights. It's not gonna go well. So his options are Sandor Martin on free TV, maybe Jack Catterall on free TV, maybe somebody like that. So maybe somebody like that. Or if he wants to be on pay-per-view, I know y'all hate to hear this, do what he was told to do and reach out to Al Heyman. That's it. That's all, bro. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all. That's really all there is left to do. There's nothing else. Because if you fight Sandor Martin, if he fights Sandor Martin and puts it on and they put it on pay-per-view, it's gonna do worse than the Regis fight. If they fight Sandor Martin and they make it free, then it's gonna show that his shit has went down since the Loma fight. You do 150 with Loma, you do 50 with Regis, and then now you do nothing with Sandor Martin. It's not gonna be a good look, bro. That's not gonna be a good look. And now you think people are in a position to where they trying to little boy you and all of that, then bro, you gonna be down bad. So let's fast forward with the Sandor Martin. Let's say he fights Sandor Martin, OG, and that's the fight that he chooses. It goes on free TV, or it ends up doing pay-per-view, and it does worse than the Regis fight, which is what it will do. And let's say he washes Sandor Martin. Now you in a position where, again, do you go over here and do you see being offered with the PBC, or do you go over here to Top Rank? Because if you go to Top Rank, they're not going to have you just do one fight. They're going to sign you for multiple fights again. And if you take that Top Rank deal, whatever, all them fights that you would have over on Top Rank, you would have to fight all of them fights, and that still won't pay you as much as one fight fighting against Gervonta Tank Davis. So to me, he has a decision to make, OG, and everybody in the chat. He has to decide what's more important to him. And what I mean by that, do you want the 10, 15, $20 million that come with fighting Tank Davis, but you got to bend your knee? You're going to have to call Al, might have to fight at a catch weight, might have a rehydration clause, might have to make 135. Do you want that? Or is it more important to you to be able to weigh in at 140, not have a rehydration clause, but you make way less money? You make way less money than what you want to make. You start having to take pay cuts going back on free TV. That's the decision that he, his father, his team gonna have to make. Do we want to keep this? Oh, it's my way or the highway. I'm the true face of boxing. Meet me at 140 or nothing. Give me what I want. Give me Ryan Garcia money. Do this, do that. Do they want to? Is that the most important thing to them? Or do they want to go the route that everyone before them went? When you wanted Ray Leonard, you had to do what he said. When you wanted Floyd, you had to do what he said. Oscar, you had to do what he said. So that's what he has to decide, OG. How important is it to him to be a star and continue to grow? Or is he okay with keeping his leverage and being able to just do what he wants? Those are his options. That he gonna have to decide what's more important, because he's not gonna be able to have both. You're not gonna dictate where you fight at, how much money they pay you, you ain't taking no stipulations and get that big fight you claim you're looking for. You're not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen.
Right.
So you gonna have to either make a bunch of concessions and get the big money fight that you want, or you just gonna fight Sandor Martin for peanuts. Then you're gonna go over to the top rank. You're gonna lose your flexibility again. They're gonna sign you in a 3 or 4 fight deal. And then your fans are gonna come out here telling me that the only reason you fighting these fights on top rank is because this dude over here ducking you. The only reason you fighting this next fight on top rank is because that guy over there is ducking you. But when you sign the top rank, you sign exclusively to fight on their network. When you sign to the zone, you sign exclusively to fight on their network. So those are his options, man. Sandor Martin or Benjani. That's what he got, bro. Sandor Martin or Benjani, whichever one you want. That's where he's at, bro.
See, that's the thing. I don't believe. No, see, the Haneys believe that they call it the shots. They don't want to bend the knee. They don't want to do any of those. They want to call the shots. They want no. Sometimes you got to humble yourself. Sometimes you got to say, okay, we the B side, and we'll accept that. All right, we'll accept that. Just for the, just get the fight, or a pay-per-view fight. Get that done. And then whatever the winner be, or whatever, and how the numbers do, or who you fight. Now all that come in consideration when you fight a pay-per-view fight. So yes, you're right. They are in a situation now. And this is what I'm saying. Ryan he's a habit of doing this. Now, I don't know how this is going to affect him after this last pay-per-view. The numbers wasn't great at all. If he haven't suffered yet, he will, or something's going to happen after his last fight with Regis. They're going to figure out maybe he's not a pay-per-view star. But still in all, you got to have the right dance partner, right? And I think that Ryan would have been perfect. But like I say,
I wish he would get that fight so he could do good numbers, have a big fight, get a big payday. That shit hurt because Ryan was his path to stay on pay-per-view. Ryan was his path to maybe get some of those things that his fans would like him to have, get some leverage, get some ability to be able to say, nah, I ain't accepting no stipulations, or nah, y'all gotta pay me this or pay me that. Like that was his opportunity, bro. That was his opportunity, and now he's in a position where he gonna have to take like I told y'all, he gonna have to take a step back, and Sandor Martin is a free fight. And you don't want that. You don't want that Terrence Crawford shit. That stigma hung over Terrence Crawford forever when they took his ass off pay-per-view for like 3, 4, 5 fights. And he couldn't sell shit. And his market value wasn't shit. And he locked over there in the top rank contract, getting high-ass guarantees, fighting bums. Like, eventually, at 35, 36 years old, when he finally got his opportunity, he wiped the floor with Earl. But he didn't get an opportunity to fight a Keith Thurman, fight a Danny Garcia, fight a Sean Porter until late in his career. Like, it is what it is. And the reason that you guys got to understand is, when I say bend the knee, because y'all said y'all want to know what that means. Bend the knee mean when you told that you know who to contact and who to call to make the fight, you call over there and you see what they offering, and you try to make the fight. The reason y'all got to understand negotiations. I know this is gonna go over some of y'all heads. The reason in something like this that Al or PBC won't call Devin first after Tank says y'all know who to call to make the fight. That's part of the leverage, bro. That's part of the leverage. You coming to me, dog. I'm the one offering the shot. You come to me. I'm not finna come to you. Whoever make that first phone call, they the one that's gonna be coming across as the needy one. They the ones that's coming across as the one give me an opportunity. That's how negotiations work. I'm offering the shot. I make offers every day for a living, and I don't call people. They hit me up, and then they say, "Oh, what opportunities you got for me?" But y'all won't understand that because a lot of y'all don't understand business and how that shit works. So that when people say bend the knee, or when I say it, that's what that shit means. You have an opening.
Game of Thrones. Y'all
Yeah.
seen
You have an opening. The moment he gave you that opening, instead of being prideful and saying we ain't gotta call nobody. What you mean call? I ain't gotta call nobody. Instead of doing that, you should have did that. That's what the play should be, and that's what it should be now. They call and the problem is they call everyone out, and they know who to call. When they wanted to fight Regis, bro, they called Eddie Hearn, bro. When they wanted the opportunity at Kambosos, they reached out, bro. Like, that's what y'all don't understand. Kambosos' team wasn't calling Devin. They pleaded so much. Not only did they call them behind the scenes, they was on Twitter like, man, please don't let them ride me. Don't let them do this to me. Y'all know I deserve this Kambosos fight. They was showing all this humbleness, bro. All of this willingness to do anything to make the shot, to get the shot. But what happened was along the way, oh, now I'm the undisputed champion. Now I'm the man. Now my fans are telling me that I'm that guy. That I'm the one that's the man. Now y'all gotta come to me, homeboy, homegirls, everybody in the chat. I've been telling y'all for years now, it don't work that way, bro. What do them numbers tell you? What does that revenue tell you? That revenue tells you you're gonna have to do, like, you can't be willing to bend your knee for Kambosos and then tell Tank and them you ain't gotta call them. You can't do that shit, bro. You can't be calling fucking Top Rank and Bob Arum and begging for a Loma fight, begging for a deal to get undisputed, and then turn around and be like, nigga, we ain't got to call over here to Tank Davis team. No, we ain't got to call them. You can't call Eddie Hearn for a Regis fight and then act like you ain't got to call these people over here, bro. When this person over here is way bigger than all them people that I just named for y'all put together. If you add up Loma's star status, you add up Kambosos' star status, you add up Regis Prograis star status, don't none of them equal Tank Davis combined, bro. Tank Davis is a bigger star than them combined, bro. You'll call over for them, though, but you can't call for him. Y'all, boy, y'all better wake up, man. Y'all better wake up, bro, and understand how shit works. Al Heyman looking at him like, shit. You go over there for multiple fights for the Loma fight, but you ain't coming to fuck with me though.
Right.
All right, we good. Cause the guy I got gonna be on pay-per-view regardless. Cause his fans buy shit. Sorry, bro. Like, I know it's not fair. The guy I got over here, his fans, they buy shit. They Livegate going to the fight and shit. He ain't got to go over to Saudi Arabia to start talking about deals and shit. I can throw something for him in DC. I can throw something for him in DC, and it's gonna do bigger than what you just did with Regis over there in the Bay. How about we play Big Bang Tank Little Bang? You fight Regis over there in the Bay. I have him fight Gary Russell right here in DC, and let's see who numbers do better. Like, bro, that's what you're dealing with. Like, you have to understand what you're dealing with. Like, you gonna fight Sandor Martin? You gonna be on free TV? I put him in there. I put him in there with Frank Martin. I put him in there with Isak Pitbull Cruz, which is a trash ass fight. Don't get me wrong. I'm just making a point. I put him in there with Rayo. They all gonna do better than what you gonna do with Sandor. So you don't want to call me? You don't want to reach out to me first? All right, cool. You acting like you don't need me? Okay, let's see who folds first. Let's see who run out of options first. Do y'all really believe it's an accident that Floyd Mayweather pulled the rug out from under his feet, bro?
Nope, I don't think so.
Do y'all not remember this? Do y'all not remember this same thing when Bud and them was talking about Keith Thurman? What Al Heyman and the PBC do? Oh, no, Keith is Earl's mandatory now. Keith, hold tight. We got this Earl fight for you if this Bud shit fall through. And what Bud have to do? Man, shit, my option is David Avenesian. This is the same shit, bro. This man is being cornered. The same way Bud had to do what? Bend that motherfucking knee, bring your ass to the PBC. Knee, PBC, it rhyme. Yeah. It go together. It go together. What do you have to do? Go over there. And what do you do? He ended up winning. He ended up winning, put on a hell of a performance. But come on, bro. Come on, like you can't all of a sudden get prideful when it comes to this dude, and this dude can give you something that they couldn't give you, bro. He can give you way more money and away. Like you can't. It don't work like that, bro. It don't work like that. You can't be willing to call Eddie for Regis, but not call Al for Tank. It just don't make sense. You can't call Bob for Loma, but not call Al for Tank, bro.
Exactly.
Okay. Like it is what it is. So that's if you want to see the fight. But if you like the homie Damon Western, you on this, they don't need each other shit, and they can do this and do this without each other. Cool. If they don't need each other, Tank will continue to fight on pay-per-view and build his name, and then Devin will continue to be searching for fights and trying to swear to God he a star while his numbers are fading and dropping, bro. Like that's just like y'all do like this shit.
Exactly what's gonna happen. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
This shit really gonna hurt y'all. Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia 2 is more likely to happen than Devin Haney ever getting a shot at Ryan Garcia, bro. Y'all do realize that, right? Like Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia, the rematch.
Wow.
Is more likely to happen than Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, bro. Like that's literally what you think he fighting Rolly for? They'll have him fight Rolly. They'll have him fight other people to build his profile up. And then when his name get buzzing, who you think gonna get that fight? Like, bro, like, so if you want to take the tact of I rock with my guy, we got pride. He don't need no Tank. He don't need this. He don't need that. Okay, bro. Okay. I'm just telling you what he gonna have to do to get the fight. The same thing. Like, listen, bro. Devin ain't Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather wanted to fight Oscar De La Hoya at 147. Oscar De La Hoya said, nope, I'm the man. You fighting me at 154. Floyd said, I don't give a fuck. I beat your ass. What's up? The motherfucker that was 175-pound champion back when Ray Leonard fought him, he wanted to fight Ray Leonard at 175 pounds because he was a light heavyweight champion. Ray Leonard said, nope, I'm the man. You fight me for your 175 belt at 168. What make you not have to do that shit too when you not the star? It is what it is. Shout out to the homie Understanding. No, I'm not. You just don't like facts, and you can always hit the link. I see you always, little slick comments or whatever. You're always welcome. Shout out to the homie Understanding. But that's all I got on it, man. It puts Devin in a bad position because now he going on free TV, and no matter how much pride they try to show, no matter how much pride y'all try to show, the man don't want to be on free television, bro. And that's what Sandor Martin offers him. That is why he don't want to talk about Sandor Martin. That is why when he was fighting Regis, he was talking about Tank, bro. Because he needs to sell. He needs to try to build his platform, build his name up. Sandor Martin ain't gonna do it for you, homeboy.
No.
It's not gonna do it for you. And then if you want a Teofimo fight, they gonna do your ass just like they did you with Loma. You gonna have like 2 or 3 other low profile fights first, and then they'll give you a Teofimo fight at the end of the contract. And you gonna have that whole contract, 3-4 fights, and in them 3-4 fights, you ain't gonna be, bro. It'd be better for you if you just go ahead and bend the knee right now, because the offer only gets worse. Just like the offer and the talks, they only get worse the more and more your numbers get worse and worse, bro. It's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse. So he gotta find a way to get out of this shit. Because if he fights Sandor Martin, man, that's gonna hurt him. That's gonna hurt him, bro. That's all I got on it though, man.
Yeah, it's not gonna be paid. It's gonna be free TV, So shout out to Drink More Water. All right, I didn't get a chance to shout you out last night, so I just wanted to shout you out, man. All right.
Yeah, Drink More Water, man. Damon says Martin is a mandatory. He gonna have to fight him eventually. KO. Ain't no way around it.
Wait a minute. What Martin? Which
He talking about Sandor Martin is a mandatory.
Sandor Martin. Okay.
He
Yeah.
is, bro.
Yeah.
He's his mandatory, but
so yeah, I mean he took step aside already. And I think he was willing to take it again, if that Ryan fight would have went through. But now, I mean, like I say, Devin now he's in a situation where, who's out there that can get him that big fight?
it's only a couple people, man. Like Ryan Garcia and Tank Davies. He's not big enough. He can't carry a pay-per-view on his own. And I hear what y'all saying about Sandor Martin, but you got to be out your mind if you think people want to go from getting guaranteed purses and pay-per-view money all the way back to just getting guaranteed purses, bro. People ain't trying to go backwards, bro. People ain't trying to go backwards specifically with money. That's the most important thing to these dudes. Like, y'all let them fool y'all, bro. The most important thing is the bag, bro. And and ain't nobody trying to go backwards because that messes up bigger bags in the future. Because again, Devin Haney is mostly a free agent. They got rights to him on the zone for this fight, right? And so he fights Sandor Martin, and then he a free agent again. You start getting in there with Top Rank. You get back in the room with the zone. You get back in the room with them. They gonna with PBC. They're gonna be looking at you like, okay, bro, like we do want to sign you and shit, but okay, you did 150 with Loma. That was the live gate. You did 50 with Regis. That was the live gate. You did 0 with Sandor Martin because that was on free TV. And you want how much? How much money you want? Like that don't add up. That shit ain't adding up. So it hurts him, bro. It hurts him because this is true, and I don't care if you like it or not. Boxing does not want another Floyd Mayweather. They don't want another young, black, powerful person being able to move from platform to platform, doing what he wants. So they are going to try to stifle him as they have been doing. So when they're trying to stifle you the same way they did Floyd, eventually you're gonna be like, look, I gotta put all my chips to the middle of the table, dog. I gotta put all my chips to the middle of the table. I'm eat this shit sandwich because I know at the other side of this shit, oh boy, I'm gonna be the man. I gotta beat this one motherfucker right here. I gotta beat him, and whatever they offer, I gotta take that shit. That's where he's at, bro. Because he's not big enough to move how Canelo moves, bro. He's not. So I just hope that because this sucks, and y'all should have bought his fucking pay-per-view with Regis. You should have bought that shit. Now, This is what happens when you fire stick shit. When you fire stick, you claim you like a fighter and shit, this is what happens to him. Now he get put in positions where motherfuckers are trying to act like Rolly is the fight. When we all know Rolly ain't the goddamn fight, bro. We all know Rolly ain't the fucking fight. But because he didn't sell, and motherfucker can get in Ryan Garcia ear and be like, look, Rolly did 300-something thousand pay-per-views with Tank. He know how to sell a fight. Now look at this shit. Shout out to Rick with the 5-piece in the cash app. He says the Texans are making the playoff. Yeah, salute, man. I saw they made that shit yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying it's 30K. I'm still going with 50 because that's what L-Dub told me, dang father. I'm just saying, bro, motherfuckers didn't buy that young man fight. And now as a result, this is where he at, bro. This is where he at. So that's all I got on it, OG. You got anything else before we wrap the show, man? Shout out to everybody in the building too. I appreciate y'all, man.
No, you summed it up real well. Like I say, and yeah, they should have bought the pay-per-view. And Bill, he might well just come on out and and just be humble and say, we didn't do well as we thought we would do. And Ryan know the numbers. Ryan knows the numbers. Or at least he got hold to him or some type of way.
He got access to him. So that 30K, like when they negotiate, they got to put everything on the table and shit. So they got to talk about the purses that you did, the numbers that you did at the live gate, the numbers that you did in pay-per-view. And the best thing, it's the same thing. I don't know if y'all caught what I told Shakur. It's very easy for them to kill that shit. Cause just like Ryan has the numbers. Devin Haney has his own numbers, right? Because he the one that did them. Devin Haney Promotions, Bill Haney, they know exactly what the numbers are. They could set the internet on fire. All these motherfuckers lying on them. All these people that's lying on them. If they lying on them and shit, man, they could drop that paperwork. Say, here go the real numbers. They lying like a motherfucker. And then guess what?
Right.
Everybody would cook them. I'd say I was wrong. I'd just say what the
Right.
real numbers was, and everybody would have to acknowledge that shit. But you got to ask yourself and use your brain. If everybody lying on you, why wouldn't you prove that they lying?
Exactly.
But go ahead, OG. My bad.
Yeah, but hey, listen, shout out to Everything Boxing, Knockout Boxing, and Money Brown TV. They did an excellent interview with Shakira Stevenson. All right, and you all once it get put back up, okay. They had some difficulties, but right now I think he'll let you know when they get back up. But they did an excellent interview with Shakira Stevenson, and man, and he let it all out on the line. At least what he told them. So just want you all to know that. All right, they're doing great work. Doing great work. So
appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. And y'all check out OG. He gonna be live at 11 a.m. every day during the week. And y'all know I'll be live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, so we can chop it up and talk boxing. So I appreciate y'all, man. Go Cowboys. We're gonna get this W today. And OG, I'll catch you next time, man. Everybody in the chat, y'all take it easy. Hit the like button on your way out, man.
Yes, sir. I am an honorary Cowboy fan because my partner right here, he's a Cowboy fan. So
and y'all and the Bears so trash. Y'all got the first pick. So
yeah, I know we got the first pick, and they
y'all
sitting there
know.
around smoking cigars like they won a Super Bowl or something, right?
They excited. They're trying to get that quarterback from USC. But yeah, man, I'll catch you next time, OG. Be
All
easy and have a good rest of your day, man.
All right, y'all have a good one, everybody. All right, peace.
All right. Peace, man.
He wanted to tell Blood that that he thought he was phenomenal. He wanted to tell Upper that